Hi everyone, welcome back to the Pocket Nutritionist. My name is Katie and today I'm sharing my quintessential green smoothie recipe. If you're new to the channel, please click the subscribe button because I share recipes to help you lose weight and to have more energy than you know what to do with. I'm very passionate about this recipe. I actually have one of these every single day. And I really would love to share this with you because for many years, for most of my life in fact, I didn't eat any green vegetables. I didn't like them. I found them just awful to taste. And it just wasn't something that I'd ever really incorporate a lot of into my diet. Of course I did eat them, but it was more as a side thing rather than the main event for me. So it was more in a sandwich, I'd have a piece of lettuce, or I'd have, on the side of a meal, I'd have, chips and something else, and then there'd be a little bit of salad. And it took me quite some time to come around to the idea of the green, but I really believe in it, and I believe in the healing power of eating green. And so this is why I wanted to share this one. I want to get more people eating these types of things because you can just feel so fantastic when you inject yourself with so much green. So one of the reasons that I love helping people learn about green, raw leafy green veggies is because there's so many wonderful benefits to eating them. So first of all, green leafy raw veggies build blood. So they help the body to create and rebuild and restructure blood cells and to deliver oxygen all around the body. So they're very oxygenating, which is really, really important for helping fight infection. So if, for example, you've suffered with things like chronic fatigue or autoimmune conditions, those types of things, there's usually some sort of underlying infection involved with that. And the green veggies really starts to help oxygenate things, which help to clean and cleanse pathogens. So this is a really, really key recipe for anyone who has had chronic fatigue or has got ongoing chronic infections. I really want to promote the raw leafy greens as well, not just the cooked green vegetables, the raw ones. And this is a wonderful way to get more raw leafy greens into your diet. So for this recipe, you will need 12 organic bananas, 1 organic apple, 1 mango, half a lemon squeezed, 1 to 2 cups of organic baby spinach or mixed leafy greens, half a cup of organic flat leaf parsley, and half a cup of organic coriander. You'll also need 1 to 2 cups of filtered water. So for this recipe, I recommend using a high-speed blender. This one that I've got is a Vitamix blender. And I have had this since the end of 2018. I bought it because I was using a NutriBullet up until that point. And when I started to realize that I needed a lot more fruit in my smoothies, the NutriBullet just wasn't cutting it because I couldn't fit as much in. So I ended up buying this, and over the course of those last 6 or so years, I've had them send out 2 replacement jugs just because the bottom was getting a little bit worn. But every time they've done that, they've sent it for free because they've got a very long warranty on their product. So I stand by the Vitamix blender. I use it just so much. It's truly an investment. I use it at least twice a day minimum. When I'm making recipes, I use it even more. It's just such a great investment to be able to blend things up, and especially if you're wanting to get healthier and doing a smoothie once a day, this is well worth the investment. You can go and get them from the shops on Boxing Day sales as well, which brings the price down significantly, but with the warranty that they offer, well worth it. So we're going to use that today, and I'm going to show you exactly how I put all of this together and it's going to be really quick, really easy, and you can give it a go this week yourself. Okay, so time for the fun bit, combining. So into the blender, I'm going to add the bananas. Now, please don't freak out at how many bananas are going into this. It's a lot. So that's 2, 3. And everyone's quite surprised at when I show them this, how much you can actually eat. Now, what I'm preparing here is a meal-sized smoothie. It's not just a snack. This is a whole meal that's meant to keep you going for sort of hours on end. So you can really load it up. The size that I'm making here will probably be 1 meal and a bit for me. I built up to this. It took me some time to be able to build up, but you know, you can really go to town on it. And these bananas as well, mind you, they're a little bit smaller than the really big ones at the shops. So they're not, yeah, they're a little bit smaller. So in there I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Maybe another one. All right, so I've really sort of pushed that down in there. Now I'll add the apple and the mango. And there is a little bit of an art to doing this. I suggest putting the bananas in first because they catch easier on the blender. And if you put the greens on the bottom, they don't catch so well. So put the greens on the top. Okay, so now I'm going to put all these greens in. So that's my coriander. Now, I get that this is probably a lot for some of you, the amount that I've put in there. It's not something that I do all the time with the parsley and coriander, but build your way up to it if it's a bit much for you. Just go with a few pieces at a time if it's a bit too much. I'll toss that in there and really stuff it in. So the whole purpose to this is to really inject a whole lot of nutrition all at once with one meal. You know, there's more nutrition in this smoothie than what I used to get in a whole week of eating unhealthily. And you'll be really surprised just how energizing this is. It's quite amazing, actually. You'll love it. Okay. Now I'm just going to take my lemon squeezer and squeeze half of this lemon in. In it goes. And now I'm going to put in filtered Granda water. I'm going to do a video on this on another day. It's a whole video unto itself, this water. But this is what I'm going to add in. Just ensure that for the time being that you're using filtered water, because there is a lot of toxicity in the water supply coming through the pipes, etc., chemicals and whatnot. So it's always good to filter your water. So I'm just going to fill that up to about just under half of the jug for this size smoothie. And you can play around with how much you put in, depending on the thickness you prefer for your smoothie. Okay, it's time to blend. I'm just going to put that on there, and away we go. Okay, so I had to get the tamper out to push some of the veggies down, but let's take a look. Here's this beautiful jug of goodness, energizing, immune boosting, infection fighting goodies. And you can see that there's almost 2 litres of smoothie here. Now I'll probably have for a meal about so much, and then I'll have a little left over and I can have that as a snack later on. Or if you can't eat that much straight away, you can have half and then keep the other half for if you get hungry later on. I absolutely love this recipe. It is a game changer, it is a health changer, it is an energy changer, it's helpful to lose weight, and you'll just feel so great having one of these every day at some point. You can have it for breakfast, you could have it for lunch, you can have it for dinner. It doesn't really matter when you have it. This is a wonderful dinner actually if you're really tired and you get home from work late and you just don't want to cook anything. Have one of these. I tell you what, you will sleep so well. Okay. Oh. Oh, it's so good. It's a little bit savory with the parsley, but then the lemon kicks in and then you've got the mango in there and it all just balances itself so beautifully. Oh my goodness. Remember to chew your smoothies. It helps the digestive process if you chew your smoothies, so don't just guzzle it down, make sure you chew a little bit. Process all of that goodness through your mouth first. I hope that you have really enjoyed seeing this recipe, learning about fresh, raw, leafy green veggies and all the benefits that they have for you. I really, really hope though that you just give it a go yourself. It's so easy, it's so refreshing, nourishing, and your body will just thank you so much for it.